So in this video, we're going to look at an example of exactly what static is, our static access modifier, and how it works. So if we look at, for this example, I've created a class DVD. And the idea behind this class is that we're going to instantiate, obviously, some DVD objects. My thought here is that I have this price variable, and I've capitalized it because in my mind it's a constant. And the idea is that every object that is created from our DVD class is going to be 99 cents. And I appreciate this is a pretty cheap store, but it's just to demonstrate a point. All right, so all of my DVDs are going to be 99 cents. And of course, each individual object is going to have its own title. So this is kind of extra, if you will, because if all DVDs objects are going to have a price of 99 cents as part of the field of that particular object. Each individual object is going to have a variable that repeats itself in every instance. But that's what we've done so far, and so that's what I'm going to do in this starting part of this example. And then here's my constructor for the DVD. So I've created a new DVD object, and because I have a new object now, I can get at both of these properties, or these fields in this case. And so if I do DVD1 dot, then there's the price. So I can get to that field and to 99 cents, and I can get to the title. But this seems like kind of repetitive code, or kind of extra weight, if you will, because I shouldn't have to create an individual object in order to get the price of a DVD. It would be much better if I could just type in or somehow get to DVD price, because again, this price is the same and is shared by all instances of a DVD. They're not unique, such as title. Now, title makes sense. I should have to get to the title from the object because each object's title could be different. But if what you're telling me is that all DVDs are going to have this 99-cent price, I shouldn't have to keep getting at the price through the object. I should be able to get at it through the DVD itself. And so if I put in the word static, now what I've enabled myself to do is exactly that. Now I can get to this field from the class name itself. So now if I click the period, I will see price, because now what I've done with static is I've said this is no longer just a instance variable that can change each time a new instance is created. All instances are going to share this same variable with the same value. And so I can get that at a class level, as opposed to now this is an instance level or an instance field. Now this, because it's static, is a class level variable that I can get to with the class name. So now I could do something like that with price. We can do the same thing with a method. For example, if I created a method public print title, let's say, so I'm going to return a void, and we're going to print the title, and I'm going to say system.console.writeLine. Incidentally, I just thought of this. You can do SW or CW. Is it CW tab? Yep, CW tab, and then you don't have to go through all of that. Okay, so CW tab, and I'm going to say I can now get to, just for simplicity, I'm going to print out just that title. Okay, and so it makes sense that this method is an instance level method because it is unique for each instance of an object. Every object is going to have its own version of the print method, which also then in this case has its own version of title. Every DVD is going to have its own title, and its method is going to be specific to that instance of the DVD and therefore know its individual unique differences. If for some reason, let's do this, I'm going to do public void greeting, spelled wrong, but that's okay. CW, yay. Hello, DVD. Okay, and so my thought here is that this greeting, I'll spell it correctly, is not necessarily unique for just every instance of a DVD. I want this method to be available at the class level. So this is something that maybe this particular greeting is something that all DVDs might share. It's not unique to an individual instance. So by putting the word static in the signature, now this is available on the DVD level, dvd.greeting. So now I have access to it from the DVD level, from the class level, as opposed to an instance level. So static then, in different words, gives us the ability to make either a variable, a field in this case, or a method available to the class at the class level, as opposed to instance fields or instance variables or instance methods, which are available only to the individual unique object level, instance level.